Yo guys, what is going down? It is MC Noble here. Welcome back to another vinyl video. This is a long overdue vinyl video. We haven't done one for ages. I can't tell you, I don't even know for shit half of the records that I bought since the last video, but I do know a good fair few of them that I haven't obviously filmed, and I've just literally got a load out, made a pile, and we're going to go through them because why not? Because you've got no time in the world, so you want to watch this, and I'm absolutely bored shitless, so I'll just show you every record and read the title of it, and hopefully you like and subscribe, and if not, then you actually don't love a 12-inch. Let's get on with it. First up, we've got Lasko Alone, and this is an absolute stomper of a classic tune. I've seen Lasko live, and she just sounds great live like she does in the studio. You know, like you hear some singers live and they sound crap because they've been auto-tuned to fuck in a studio. Well, Lasko actually sounds quite decent, and between you and me, she's FIT. But, you know, let's keep that between you and me. So, next up we've got BBE, 7 Days and 1 Week, a classic sort of trancey / clubby tune, and I just love the sound of this track and everything about it, so having it on vinyl just kind of made sense, you know, have a bit of BBE's 12-inch. Next up we've got Motorcycle as The Rush comes, and yeah, this is just an absolute classic trance tune again. It's on that Positiva label, and yeah, it just sounds wicked. I've known the track for years. To have it on vinyl is just a privilege, really. Next up we've got Trinity X Forever. I know the track, but I always forget how it goes, but then I will actually remember it again when I hear it. But I just, for some reason, I keep thinking of another track that's called Forever, sorry, and I don't think it's this one that I'm thinking of, but it's still a classic tune. It's on the All Around the World record label. So next up, we actually have Commander, which is Attention. So Commander, Show Me Your Attention. Classic tune again. There's some good hard dance remixes of this. There's some good remixes of this Full Stop. And yeah, I just absolutely love this track. So yeah. Next up, we actually have this one, Somebody Answer the Phone by Mario Payu, Communication. It's a hard dancey sort of record. I recognise the label, and I just think the sleeve looks pretty cool, having that classic mobile phone from the late 90s to early 2000s, where you know you'd only be able to ring and text somebody and find out, you know, how much balance you've got left on this little pay-as-you-go bad boy. You know, there was no app stores and, you know, checking your social media and posting a picture of what you're having for tea for every fucking Tom, Dick and Harry to see. So sorry to disappoint you, but I actually kind of preferred these kind of phones because you didn't have all these bullshit couples posting their love relationships online. I mean, why have shows on TV? Just make a Facebook account and you get it all there. Next up, we've got Take Me to the Clouds Above, absolute classic track. You know, I just absolutely love this tune, and I've loved it for years. And I think it was remixed from an even older song, an older Take Me to the Clouds Above. But I can't remember who that was who did it. Someone might help me out in the comment section, or no one probably will. But to be honest, I like this version because I'm a club and I'm a rave person, so the old one probably won't interest me as such, although I do like to find out and listen where tracks actually came from. Next up, we got Gonna Get You Lizard, Marua Picato remixes. You get the classic mix and you get a couple of other great remixes on here. Really good trance track actually. And I did have the original on vinyl, I believe, twice, but they got scratched and warped as a lot of my vinyl was in bad storage. But this one does me, because the classic mix is literally just like the original one, so it just sounds wicked and mint. So next up we actually have Room 5, Make Love. And this is, again, just an absolute classic of a tune. It was on a Lynx advert. I don't remember the advert, but if I watched the advert, I probably would. Like, you'll probably get the advert on YouTube or something. I do remember this track actually being on... like, you know, being on TV adverts, but not the Lynx one as such. I might remember it, as I say, if I watch it. So next up, we've actually got Ferry Corsten, Rock Your Body Rock. This one's a special remix of it that's only a one-sided record. So this side actually is just plain. You can see there's no grooves on it because it's more see-through, a bit like a mirror. And then this side, you might be able to see all the little bumpy wavy lines. That's where the grooves are, so that will actually play the tune if you put your needle on it. And again, it's not a bad remix either. I have a good bounce version of this track actually as well, or should I say, well, still kind of have it, but it's on a broken laptop. Next up, we've got the Shapeshifters, Back to Basics. Again, this track didn't really stand out for me, but I got it because I know another track by the Shapeshifters, so I thought if they did another track I liked, then I'm surely got to like this one. And when I played it, I did actually remember it, but it just never stood out to me. Like, when I seen it in the shop, I didn't instantly think, yeah, I know that tune, like I do some of the others, but yeah, it's still a classic. Next up, we've got Hyper Go Go. You've got to raise your hand. Classic, love the pianos in it. Who doesn't love a good piano? If you don't love a good piano, you've never pressed any keys or had your keys pressed. Trust me, because pianos in a song is everything. They just make you feel so many different emotions, from good emotions to bad emotions, from good emotions to bad emotions to wicked emotions like you would never even know. Trust me. So next up, we've got Black Legend, You See Trouble With Me. Again, this is a really classic tune, and I really like this one. It reminds me of a deep house song, but like very early in such a classic form, and it's kind of got this beat that you would kind of sort of hear in a bit of a more modern day deep house tune, but it just sounds wicked. It just sounds fantastic, and if you've not heard this tune, get on it, because I also have it on CD as well. Next up, we actually have, we've got Gadget feat. Alexandra Prince, and this is So Many Times, which is featuring the Stonebridge and the DJ Flex remixes. But the original mix and the Stonebridge remix, they're absolutely classic, and this tune is just a classic track. It's on the Subliminal label, it's also on All Around the World, and it's also on the Manifesto label. So it got signed by 3 labels, so that just shows that this track must have been good, but the vocals in it are absolutely wicked. So next up, we've got Big Ange featuring Rai Oban. It's Over Now. Everybody should know this one. A lot of the chavs nowadays would just know it as You've Been Cheating and Telling Me Lies, but originally the track was called It's Over Now. There's been like bassline remixes, bounce remixes, hardcore remixes. You know, it's just one of them tunes that, you know, it's like a 2009, 2010 get it Bluetoothed over kind of tune, sit in the park with it like on the donk, and yeah. So next up, we've got Groove Coverage, Poison, which was taken from a classic track, and yeah, what can I say? Just again, sounds awesome. Next up, we actually have Fading Like a Flower, Roxette, and yeah, Dancing DJs versus Roxette, Fading Like a Flower. And again, it's another classic track. If you don't know it, then you just haven't lived. Obviously, Flip and Phil, Shooting Star, what a classic. But all of you little teenagers and kids that might have seen it on Clubland TV once and thought, yeah, this is a remember that classic tune by Flip and Phil? Well, I've got news for you, sunshine. It was actually originally Bang Shooting Star, and it actually came from a hardcore track. So before people say hardcore's dead, hardcore's nothing, this tune came from a hardcore tune. And you can get the original hardcore version on vinyl as well, and I am possibly getting that very, very soon, and it just sounds so much better than this one. But this one is a good attempt of a sort of more commercial sort of version of the track. Next up, we've got In Your Day, In A Your Day, Nasty Girl. Classic tune is this. I mean, if you don't remember this, which you might not, then I just don't know, but you should know it. It's a classic, and again, you get the original mix and everything, and it just sounds really cool. Again, it's on the All Around the World label, which the past 4 records we've shown are all on that label, and so is the next one, So Much Love to Give. This is another classic of a track. The vocals in it are just absolutely wicked, and I love them, so you should love them too. And if you don't love it, then you want your head testing, because it's just very housey. It's just very, 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 very good. Next up, we've got Dana Rain, Object of My Desire. Absolutely love this track. When I seen this in the record shop, I picked it up with no hesitation. Object of My Desire is one of my all-time favourite sort of like clublandy club tunes. I love the vocals to it, and I really recommend listening to this song if you haven't heard it before, which you should have heard it, because it was very popular, but it was taken from, again, remixed from like an older classical song. Next up, we've got DT8 Project featuring Andrea Britton, and this is Winter. It's cold outside, I feel the winter. What a tune. If you don't know it, again, you're just missing out, because the vocals on it are just wicked. Next up, we've got Beat Freaks, Super Freaks, which uses the sample from MC Hammer, Can't Touch This. Again, if you don't know it, you just don't know it. Puffendorf, Be Cool. What a tune. You know, I can tell you how good these are, but yeah, this is what I've got. I love it. Next up, we have Substance. How Do You Like Bass, with the Rap Brothers remix. Wicked this. Absolutely fan-dabby-do-z. Trust me. You're seeing these sleeves, so go and buy them. Like, I'm not sponsored for this, but go and fucking buy them, trust me. And then finally, we've got Damsel, Pump It Up, which is just one of them songs that everybody will more know nowadays, because some douchebag went and made a tech house remix of it, and now it's the in thing. It's a big hit, but this is just the original, like, Ministry of Sound with the United Nations, Alex K remixes and all the rest of them. And that is all the vinyl. This is what I have been collecting, and I have probably collected more. I mean, you know, that's not everything I've had like in the recent months, so definitely keep an eye out, as I will be showing more as I get more. So like, comment, share. Peace out, people.